Hey friends, welcome back to Miss Amanda Reads. I'm so glad you're here to join me again today. This book is titled My No, No, No Day by Rebecca Patterson. So here's our first page. We have this little girl here and she's got her arms crossed, she's laying down. And does her face look like she's very happy in it? I don't think so either. She looks a little maybe angry. And look, there's all of these people watching her. Who do you think this person might be? Maybe her mom? That's a good thought. And look, here's this little baby watching her too. Why do you think she might be laying on the ground like that? Let's read and find out. Yesterday, I woke up and Bob was crawling around my room licking my jewelry. So I shouted, "Get out of my room!" And that was the start of my no, no, no day. Then I came downstairs and I saw that egg. I cried and cried and said, "I can't eat that." And Mommy said, "Well, you could eat it last week. Look at Bob eating his mashed banana." After that terrible egg, I didn't like my shoes either, so I took them off all by myself, shouting, "No shoes." Ooh, she is starting out with a really angry feeling no day, isn't she? Then we had to go shopping and Mommy said, "Please stop wiggling, Bella." But I couldn't stop wiggling, and in the end I shouted, "Get me out!" Mommy said, "You will give Bob an earache, and you are giving me a headache." And Bob poked me and said, "Ear." Look, all of these people are looking at her. Why do you think they're all staring at her? You're right, maybe because she's yelling. I would be staring at somebody if they were yelling and shouting. And look, poor little baby Bob. She's yelling right next to him. Do you think that might be hurting his ears? I think so too. Yelling is very, very loud. It hurts ears when people yell. At lunchtime, Sasha and her mommy came to play and have some peanut butter and grapes and a cookie. But my cookie broke. Then I couldn't play nicely and I kept saying, "No, you can't be princesses." And in the end, Sasha and her mommy went home. Oh no, so she had a friend over to play, but Sasha and her mommy ended up going home. Why do you think they did that? Yeah, maybe because she was yelling and not playing very nicely. Would you want to play with a friend if they were yelling and being angry all the time? In the afternoon, it was my ballet lesson. I said, "Ballet is too itchy." But I was very loud, and Mrs. Clark stopped playing the piano, and Miss Louisa said, "Dear, oh dear, perhaps you should sit in the corner then." On the way home, we met the lady who lives next door, and she said that Bob was the sweetest thing she'd seen all day. And then she said, "And how is Bella?" I was a long way behind, so I had to shout, "I have a hurting foot!" And Mommy said, could I keep my voice down and could I please stop lying on the sidewalk? Then it was time for my supper and my bath, but those peas were too hot, and our bath was too cold, and I was too wet, and it was too minty. After that, I rolled and rolled and said, "No bed, no, no, no bed, no, no." And Mommy said, "Well, I think someone needs to go to bed." But I rolled all over my room, and then I rolled into Bob's room, and I said, "Bed is for babies." And then I yawned, a little yawn. Then I crawled into my room, and Mommy said, "Who wants a story?" And I said, "Nobody." But she came into my room anyway, and we cuddled up and had my best story about fairies and cake. Yawn. I yawned again, and I said very quietly, "Today was a very bad day, Mommy. Sorry." And she kissed me goodnight and said, "I know, we all have those days sometimes, but perhaps we'll be more cheerful tomorrow." And I was. I was cheerful all day long. So she was having a bad day yesterday, but is she having a bad day today? No, you're right. She's cheerful and smiling and happy and having a good day. The end. So that was a good story about how sometimes you're just not in the greatest of moods, and maybe everything is going wrong and you're just feeling a little grouchy. But is that something that could change? You're right, it could change. And just because you're not having the best day, does that mean that another day couldn't be better? That's right. Even if you're having a rough morning, sometimes your day can improve, which means it can get better, right? That's right, yes. So it's okay to feel grumpy or upset or angry sometimes. But things can change and things can get better, don't they? Yeah, just like the little girl in the story, her day got better. And what was very important too is that she said, "I'm sorry." She apologized for yelling and being so angry. That was a very nice thing of her to do, to apologize like that. I hope you friends enjoyed this story. Join me again for another story soon. Thank you.